XRP Ripple has never been that positive, which is hard to believe. The CEO of Ripple talked about what's coming up for the XRP Ripple coin and what fans of cryptocurrencies can look forward to. That video is the most important thing for anyone who owns XRP. You'll be sorry you missed that. Nota bene. Before we hear what the CEO had to say, let's take a quick look back at what's holding back the growth of XRP Ripple coin and why things may soon change. The Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple Company are in court over a case that started years ago and is still going on. This has stopped Ripple's price from rising. Big company investors are a little wary about the problem and how it will be solved, which hurts Ripple's potential. The SEC had a problem with Ripple in late 2020. Ripple is the company that made the cryptocurrency XRP. If Ripple sold XRP without following the rules for how to sell shares, the SEC said they did something wrong. The SEC said that Ripple sold buyers a lot of XRP, about $1 billion worth, without telling them the right things, which is what companies usually do when they sell stocks or bonds. The SEC believed this was illegal as it did not follow their rules for selling stocks. Ripple didn't agree with the SEC. They said XRP is more like a normal digital currency, like Bitcoin or Ethereum, and not like an investment or stock that has to follow those rules. Some people said that XRP and Ripple should be kept separate. After that, Ripple and the SEC went to court to fight each other. Both sides have been arguing their case in court back and forth. Thankfully, the court case is getting closer and closer to its end. The CEO of Ripple recently talked about his thoughts on whether the case is really over. Let's get right to it. The CEO of Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, recently gave a major update on the ongoing legal fight with the SEC. Not long ago, the CEO boldly talked about the setbacks the SEC has had in important parts of the case. Garlinghouse said that the SEC has had a lot of problems and failures, and he stressed that these losses are very important in the court case. It's important to remember that this is a good thing for Ripple. It's possible that the SEC will side with Ripple if it faces problems in important parts of the case. These new developments show that Ripple is making strong arguments and standing its ground in the court battle. This is good news for the future of the company. What Garlinghouse is saying is that the way things end will depend on whether the SEC keeps fighting or not. If the SEC decides to keep going and file an appeal, there will be more court cases. It will be even more important for them to keep losing if they do. The way Garlinghouse puts it is this: if things don't go well and the SEC keeps pushing, Ripple is ready to take its case all the way to the top court. He is sure that the Supreme Court might not side with the SEC if the case gets that far. Because of this, the Supreme Court has made decisions in the past that didn't always fully back regulatory agencies. So, Garlinghouse seems to believe that the Supreme Court might not agree with the SEC's case against Ripple. Keep in mind that this is Garlinghouse's point of view and that the law can change things at any time. That being said, his decision to take the case to the Supreme Court shows that Ripple is set on defending itself against the SEC's claims. The fact that the CEO has faith in his business shows Ripple's position, which is that it is innocent and ready to defend itself. In turn, this makes investors feel better about the crypto world. In a different case called Grayscale, Garlinghouse talked about a time when the SEC had trouble. So then, the judge said that the SEC's moves were not well thought out and seemed to be based on random events. There are new rules for cryptocurrencies, and Garlinghouse wants the SEC to think about them again. There is a suggestion by Garlinghouse that the SEC should change how it regulates cryptocurrencies. This could mean that Ripple thinks the SEC's method to crypto rules isn't fair or effective. The judge's use of legal language suggests that he or she made a choice that was not based on reason, which led to a call to think about the regulatory approach. Garlinghouse says that if a judge strongly disagrees with what the SEC is doing in a case, it's a sign that they may not be doing things correctly. As Garlinghouse says, the fact that judges keep deciding against the SEC may mean that they need to change how they handle problems in the crypto world. Ripple and other people in the crypto community may think that the SEC's approach to crypto rules isn't working well because of this. That is especially true if they keep getting bad reviews or losing in court. This is a way of saying, hey, maybe it's time for the SEC to rethink how they handle crypto issues. People in other parts of the world are making clear, open, and easy to understand rules about cryptocurrencies, he says. This is being done to get people to invest in crypto. Things are not the same in the US, though. In many other countries, people are getting excited about crypto, but not in the US. They seem unsure and cautious about it. Consider this: Japan and Switzerland are two examples of countries that might make it very easy for people to use and trade in cryptocurrencies. What about the US, though? They aren't sure how to deal with cryptocurrencies yet. This could make investors and businesses feel safer and more sure of themselves in places where the rules are clear. It might be hard for crypto fans and businesses to do business in the US right now because of the unstable situation there. This might change how people and businesses see the US as a place for crypto-related activities. Garlinghouse is worried that the US could lose its position as a leader in the crypto industry if it doesn't have a good regulatory environment. He is still hopeful that the US will have a good regulatory system in place within the next 10 years. Simply put, what can we learn from what the CEO said in the court case between Ripple and the SEC? The CEO of Ripple is sure that the company will win. This trust is important because it shows what the company stands for. If the company was doing something wrong, like laundering money, the case would have ended quickly, and Garlinghouse would have turned his attention to something else. But the fact that the fight is still going on shows how dedicated the company is to its cause. The effect on the price of XRP Ripple coins can be big. The ongoing legal fight with the SEC has made the value of the coin go up and down a lot. The price has been very volatile because of the SEC's strong comments, which has caused confusion for people who aren't paying close attention. This lack of clarity makes it hard to tell if the coin has real value or is just another trendy but dangerous investment. The coin is also less stable because of the worry that comes from big deals being put on hold because of the uncertainty. Companies don't want to be linked to a cryptocurrency that is facing so many legal problems because they don't want their image to be hurt. The CEO's words of confidence, on the other hand, cause a lot of worry. His promise that Ripple would win the case soon makes me think things will go well for the coin. If Ripple really does win the case, this could make the coin very valuable, which would surprise everyone in the crypto world. If things go well, people might believe in the coin's worth and promise again, which could lead to a new all-time high. What do you think about that? Because of what the CEO said, will XRP Ripple reach its all-time high? Do you think XRP Ripple coin will go up in value? Tell us what you think will happen in the comments. Would be interested to know. This video has now come to an end. Thanks for seeing it. Thank you for reading. If you liked it, please click the like button, leave a comment with your thoughts or questions, and most importantly, don't forget to follow.